Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. So Fresno State's offense has the ball first today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter. And that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Fresno State right back to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Wide open downfield. Speeding down the left side. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldog. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And down he goes back at the 3.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Snagged in the middle. It's Reed. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a loss. This week, get a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what it was a week ago.
Got his man on the right. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Not difficult. Not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's long. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. This time they'll go to the running game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Zings it complete to the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's long. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And into the end zone. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the move from inside his 5. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Here's the handoff. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
It's caught. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Here comes the offense on first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna run it. It's moved. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Ripping through the defense. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The give on the inside. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run it from the gun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Trying play action. Looking for a huge play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Running free. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Reed. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Reed. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Reed. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Firing to the right, complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
All right, trying to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot in the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made.
Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Spits it out to the back. Got him in the open. How about that elusiveness? Continues to fight for yards. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Fresno State hoping to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Motion from the wideout. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's long. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun. Wants to pass. The quick out. Breaks into the open. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
From the gun, the running back has it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Side to 10, 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UMass. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wide out. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's got an open man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3.
Number 17 on the field goal.
And this one is perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And he's coming out of the end zone.
The return is tackled down and the offense will take over.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's long. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
To the wideout.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's long. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And here comes the punt team. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fresno State.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Quarterback making checks. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on second down. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll keep it himself. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Fresno State right back to the line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. He splits the uprights. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. He unleashes a long one. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Hit as he throws. Got a man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Heaves it deep. And he's got it inside the 25. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll take a shot, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He slides that just inside the right upright. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's long. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerk.
There he goes! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, better look out! Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back.
And the defense got him at the 27.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown Bulldogs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
What a big play by this defense. You give up the touchdown. You don't get discouraged. You bow up. Tight coverage on the 2-point conversion. And now, more importantly, you still have the lead late in this football game.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Reed. Turning it on! The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And he puts through the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Street. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Fresno State right back to the line.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Street. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Gonna run it. It's Street. Oh, he got loose. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field.
The defense has got to be more physical up front.
Deep shot for the end zone. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldog. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Throws to the tight end. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
With the catch, it's long. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's long. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On on the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Now this offense is back on the field. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter.